Hey guys, we're making a thing. I know what you're wondering. A thing? What kind of thing? I love things. Oh my goodness. See, he loves things. So,
excited.
what we're gonna actually make is we've decided that the internet yet needs another board game show. So we're gonna make one, and we're gonna way overproduce it, and I'm gonna allow my friends to come and hang out with me. To be honest with you, I don't think most of them are my friends. I bribed most of them with double stuffed Oreos and board games. So I don't even know where we found this one.
Heard there was beer.
Wandered in off
I came around the corner, something about some cheap beers, and I said,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm in.
So we're gonna call it the Boardroom, and we're gonna run the show. My name's Jazz, and I'm your host with the least. And to my left, we have.
I'm Matthew Deptawa.
Way to kill the personality profile on that one.
My bad. Matthew Deptawa. I think I got it that right.
Yeah, no, consistency is king.
Yeah.
To my right, we have.
I'm Alex Napier.
Bill Henderson.
Matthew Lopez.
Oh, I thought we were doing oh my bad. We're gonna talk trash on
Wow.
me. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm already messing up, guys.
Already put it in the Patreon. Already put it in the Patreon.
So, yes, we're going to come in a couple of different flavors for all of you that are out there. It's going to be the public consumption YouTube one, where the filters and the standard internet can find some reason to be offended anyways. And then the Patreon version, where we will make sure that you're offended before you are done watching the episode. So, if you want to know all about that Patreon one, I'm sure our editor down below or under my fingers or somewhere is going to put the link to be able to find that Patreon thing. He's just looking at me like I've just given him more work, so I'm sure he's super happy at this point. But, so that'll be there. But we're going to open up with one of my favorite games that has ever existed, Mansions of Madness from Fantasy Flight Games. This is their second edition, so it is their app edition. And we happen to have our hands on the newest expansion, which is Horrific Journeys.
Brand new.
Brand new.
So brand new.
Well, by the time you see this, it may not be quite so new, but it is their most recent title as of the recording of this episode.
feel
It's
like
only
we're-
a couple of days old.
I feel like within 3 months you could say consider brand new still.
Yeah, so by the time you see this, it's probably still brand new, unless Fantasy Flight completely loses their minds and releases something between now and the time that this hits the internet.
Second one.
Madness 3.
Oh no.
So, yeah, goal of the show, I think is important to point out. What we want to do is we want to play board games, we want to have a good time, and we want to reinforce the idea that you should be out there saving the dice, that get your friends together, get around a table, play with some cardboard, you'll have a good time. You will probably find out that you have more in common with people than you have to hate about them. So, yeah. But for the exciting part, none of us have seen what's inside this box. We literally just pulled the plastic off of it. And the show would like to give a huge shout out to Bill Henderson for actually getting in on the pre-order and everything of this title so that he got it day of and then brought it down here still in the shrink wrap. So it has that, oh yeah, that oh so good
That factory
new
glue smell.
board game smell.
I knew bringing him from around the corner would be good.
Smells like.
So here we
They
go.
went advertisement around
Here
the
we
edge.
go. Cthulhu, hold on to that for me.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Look at that.
Oh, so they've got some of their little
All
crossbox
the Arkham
advertising
games, yeah.
here. So, but it's all inside the universe. That's very cool. So,
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
so very cool.
She
So,
looks like she's having a great time.
for those of you that don't know, Fantasy Flight's Arkham universe it's all interconnected across all their titles, from the card game to all the different board games and everything. It's all interconnected. It's all the same characters. It's the same style of monsters. So there's all a tie-in. So if you like one of their titles, or at least the flavor of their titles, you'll probably like the flavor of the other titles, even if the mechanic doesn't really tickle your fancy. For instance, my good friend Matt over there actually doesn't like co-op because he would prefer to kill us all rather than help us. But that's why we love him.
And I may. It's still
It's still there.
still early.
We have not yet played the game.
This is the standard catalog of we make more stuff, so I don't think anybody cares about that.
There's a reason soon to come why they'll know Matt is Spicy Matt. And,
So-
I'm sure we'll figure out this episode.
In typical FFG fashion, a very thin book, very Dragnet style. It's just the facts. And for those of you that got that reference, good job. And the rest of it is, just using the expansion. It doesn't have full rules in it because this does not work unless you have this big monster. So there it is, Horrific Journeys. Now the fun part.
I'm already liking the new tile I'm seeing on the top.
Yeah, so
Look at that hardwood flooring.
Bill, why
Ooh.
don't you say a little bit about what we can expect in this box? Kind of the idea of horrific journeys and what they were giving up for this. So.
From what I understand, you're basically got a different kind of setup for the game, because a lot of the old expansions have done more of like a building mansion type setup, and this one is you got more of a train type situation. So you got you got the different train cars you're working through, and it's just a different look to the game. It's a departure from what the games looked like.
Yeah.
previously.
So from what I understand, it's the whole idea of formatting is pretty much
Yeah.
the same. Where you've got squares, you've got the long rectangles, but you're essentially leaving Arkham or going to Arkham at some point. But they've pulled this expansion outside of Arkham. But it's kind of three flavors of the same thing. It's the train car, the steamship, and then a dirigible or airship, blimp,
Right.
whatever we're calling it. Because in the 20s, nothing bad ever happened with a blimp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of one.
So too soon now.
Topical.
How dare
Alright.
So there is the big plastic sheet. I don't want to break too much of this out for anybody that's just seeing this as an unboxing video, because half the fun of these Arkham titles is to kind of just unpack it, get to see what all the sexiness is. But there is the tile pack with yet more tokens. And these are style tokens I don't
I've never seen tokens. in a
know.
game like
So
this
these are
before.
obviously
Ever.
new. It appears to be water on planking, so that must be
for the ship,
for
I
the
imagine.
steamship, I imagine. More clue tokens,
Yeah.
more tile tokens, doors, and stuff like that. Kind of the standard fare. And then, of course, there's the add-ons for every expansion from them. You get the new monsters. So we've got the new
many
monsters,
monsters.
and what appears, one spoiler, the top here appears to have an icon that appears to be a tear in reality itself.
That would
So,
explain the character on the side. up here.
Well,
You get the paper?
trying to figure out. Oh, you're gonna try and figure out what's going on?
I can only
let's see.
Oh, well, let me show them.
Oh, there's a riff.
Quick.
Okay, I think I'm gonna
Oh,
save.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna save those for last. So here we go.
That sounds not threatening at all.
Yeah.
Just a small stack of
Yeah.
of tiny cards.
Lord.
If you've ever opened any other Mansion's core set, you know why I call that a small stack of tiny
the
cards.
characters cards.
But I think this is like expansion 7 or 8 for Mansions at this
If
point.
you include the first edition conversion boxes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think this is 7 or 8. So, if you are at the point where if you are full expansion on this and you're just kind of watching this because you want to see what's going to come in the new one, you already know that the stack you have of cards this size is astronomical. So yeah, some new investigators. Should we see who
Yes.
our new people
I
are?
saw one guy that looks extremely well kempt.
Could be Aquaman.
Yeah.
Could not be Aquaman. I don't.
Yeah, no, this guy is he's definitely.
Here, we're gonna pass it around. Everybody can introduce themselves here.
Silas Marsh.
Bill, do you know anything about these characters?
Well, Jim Culver, he's from
All right,
the,
well, I think
the
I
LCG.
actually found the character I'm going to play, so that's awesome.
What did you say, Bill? Jim Cove?
Jim Culver, he's the musician. He's a New Orleans jazz musician. Plays
Ah,
trumpet.
cool. That's
Yeah,
pretty
he's in
cool.
the LCG also. He was of the Mystic class, I think, in the LCG.
Very nice.
Yeah, his dad played the trumpet. He's a jazz musician. Let's see. Yeah, he runs into spirits of folks that may have passed through his music and such. And yeah, he's
Nice. So both an artist and sensitive. Apparently.
And we have.
Dreamy.
starts the game with a golden trumpet unique item.
Ooh,
Hey,
fancy.
I wonder what it
Trumpet.
does. That makes me.
All right.
You know what that means.
I think that's on Urban
searching.
And then
Dictionary.
we have Agnes Baker. She looks very familiar to the waitress from a certain board game we played for Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
She looks very, very.
She's in the
Arkham
LCG
Horror,
too.
yeah.
Arkham,
So you're
my
gonna,
bad.
you're gonna.
Arkham Horror.
Again,
my
if-
apologies.
but FFG does have the crossover stuff, so
Yeah.
you're gonna. Some of these characters may be coming out in this expansion, but that doesn't mean they don't exist somewhere else
Yeah,
in their
it's in
Arkham
there.
universe. already,
Interesting.
so.
Interesting.
Over here we have Trish Scarborough, the spy. Ooh.
I haven't seen that one before.
That sounds fun.
Let's see, she was always good in matters of the body and mind, and her unwavering foes was excellent and fearless disposition, a winning combination. Oh. And then she surprised everyone by becoming a coder, which led to her becoming a spy
Nice.
with the Black Chamber, whatever that is.
That sounds a little ominous.
Yeah, just a tad.
And Matt, who you,
Just a
who you
tad.
holding on to down there?
Silas Marsh, the sailor, aka Aquaman.
Oh, wonderful.
The art on that is a little.
Well, he's Dreamboat.
romance
Can we-
It's a little dream body.
Can we show that on YouTube? Oh my god.
Wow, that is
Sexy.
Yeah.
it's a powerful look.
Yeah.
I feel a little embarrassed.
Intimidated, really.
He's a sailor. Says he did part-time work posing for romance novels covers.
Well,
That makes total sense.
No, I'm just
there we
kidding.
go.
It doesn't.
Oh.
I think you should just keep going with it. To be honest with you. I like where this is headed.
FFG, you've heard it. Let's release some changes.
Exactly. Work that in. No, it's just he's a sailor and he does sailor things.
He's sailor and he's all sailory.
He's sailory.
You know
He
what?
does.
Oh, they got a blow up of him here too. He's gonna get some
Whoa!
tattoos.
They-
Oh, that's a tattoo. I mean, I knew there was chest hair, but this is more.
Oh wow! Wow! He's really
The only new investigator that got
The
that
blow-up.
much art
Yeah,
was
exactly.
the sailor.
Silas Marsh, the Aquaman.
So yeah, Silas
The
Marsh,
real Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Right.
How dare you?
The standard issue black bases that the monsters go on.
Yep.
And my personal favorite part, I have to give it to the sculpts
The monsters.
on the Mansions games and all of these. They're just absolutely
They're really
phenomenal.
great.
So here we go. Here's our new investigators. I think that's probably your spy right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You got
that
the
looks
trench
like
coat
a,
and the
yeah.
pistol.
Like, I noticed that.
You've got to be
Is that a
kidding me.
Walther or is it a
Apparently,
revolver?
even if you turn
looks like a
Silas into gray plastic,
Silas
He's got an eye
Marsh.
patch? I didn't even notice
he's got an
that.
eye
Yeah.
patch and a harpoon. Like,
Yeah.
apparently, even if you turn him into gray plastic, he is still prettier than
that
everybody
even
else.
fair?
He just wears the eye patch though to equal himself to other men.
Yeah,
That's
he doesn't.
what it is.
Yeah, he
Fine.
doesn't need it.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what's crazy to me is that like they even like did the plastic mold for his nipples, so it's like you know what his pecs are, like you know.
Is the tattoo in there?
No, I think
should
it more
be
it should be
painted
painted
on.
on.
Yeah, painted on there.
check
There
it
is
out.
the
Oh, there he is.
jazz
Dear
player right there.
himself.
Oh,
Yeah, I
he
wasn't
even
kidding
got
about the nipple there, yeah.
his hat's askew.
It is.
It's a jaunty.
It's at a jaunty angle.
Right. Right.
Let's see. We should have one more, right?
Is that the
One
word
more?
for
Yeah,
today?
Hannah,
Hand in pocket.
Hannah
too.
Baker, and
Oh
she,
wow!
Yeah.
Like he
Hey,
just doesn't care.
Hannah Baker is there, ready to take your order. She
Yeah, no,
is,
she is the waitress. So
She came with the notebook and everything.
I like
she
it.
begins with a storm of spirit spell.
Yeah.
And then
she's a mystic too.
we have our monsters here. So
Cool.
we've got
Cool monster.
a nice fish man.
Ooh.
These probably won't stand up well because they
He
are
looks nice.
designed to go on bases.
He looks very nice though.
Wow, he doesn't. That's not great.
Oh.
He's
This is-
no, it's a great looking sculpt.
Yeah.
He just doesn't look like he'd be a great time.
Jason Momoa, me.
Yeah.
That's the comparison here.
We've redeemed ourselves.
Yeah.
It's just not a good horror mystery until you have a creepy butler, which is apparently
Oh, yeah.
what we've got there. So
Right.
the nice creepy butler.
I can only imagine with all these fish monsters and the theme that this is the ship is going down.
Oh, those are water. I was looking it up in
So
here.
instead
of
you don't
fire,
need movement.
Instead
yeah.
of fire, it's
Yeah.
water.
Bill, I am not going to deny you the satisfaction of this. Apparently,
Oh.
the large monster sculpt actually came in two pieces, but I
Oh
would feel
my-
like a horrible
oh my
person if I
goodness.
took the satisfaction
Oh my
from
goodness.
smashing
Oh, there's
that
multiple
together.
butlers. Oh god.
There's multiple butlers. There's also multiple fishmen and multiple, I don't know, fish butler hybrids.
Have you determined sex? They could be fish women.
Yeah.
I think we need
The
to be
fish
inclusive.
things, I believe.
Fish people. Ask Momoa.
For our,
Fish
he would
thing.
know. He could just look and be like,
I'd be like, yeah,
that's a woman.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a point.
You know
That's
the
a
worst
woman.
part of it? Not that it's a blob guy. It has a hoof.
Ooh.
It's a hoofed.
Oh,
hoofed
that's
blob.
disgusting.
Classic
hand.
blob.
Anytime
some
you have
eyes.
anything gelatinous with a hoof, that's
Got some chompers over here. that
just
go
gets
nowhere.
bad.
Right.
These
Oh,
guys
good.
look like they're about to get ready to high five. Like, let's
That's
go
good times.
destroy these guys.
All right.
Ruin
So
your day.
now that you out there in internet land have seen the absolute professionalism and maturity that we go into gaming with,
That's right. Yeah, bring it down.
Professionalism.
we are very happy to announce that the Boardroom episode 1 will be airing very soon. Well, we will be playing Mansions of Madness with the brand new expansion. And there's some more of these lovely people that will be sprinkled through as the season wears on. But we would love to have you join us for season 1.
Please.
Check out the Patreon down below. Hit
Please do,
subscribe.
please do.
Hit the bell.
Hit that
And
like
if not,
and subscribe
hit the
button.
like and subscribe. I believe the kids say that you should smash that stuff now. So
Well,
And then hit a dab on
I think it all depends on how many clicks you have left in your mouse. You go from there.
You can
Have you ever gotten one of those?
You
But
could
one of those
smash it if
silent-
you've only got one.
One of those
click left.
silent
You
mice.
could.
It's like
You could
good
make
for
it
like
work.
100 clicks, and you're like, what? I'm not. No.
going so fast that it's not even registered the click.
Yeah.
You ever gotten one of those?
No.
Where have you ever noticed that mice nowadays come with like little things that are like good for like how many clicks?
I
And
still
you're
have a
like,
rotary mouse, so no.
I had a trackball at work until I came
I'm
here.
sorry, you work in a 1990s office building.
I mean, I feel like
I'm not. It's great. Yeah.
You're in this 1990s.
I still have I still have one of those gear-driven printers and everything.
Nice.
Every now and then I have to go twist it before it'll
Get the
print.
spool box.
You know, we gotta shuffle the coal windows. so people
I don't
working.
actually have one of those.
Sounds
But
like
I
a table
might.
saw.
Hey, Patreon users,
Did you
I
just
got
cut
an
my
idea.
paper in half, or did you?
All right, that's enough of this. All right, so
No.
please hit all the buttons. Wait for episode 1. We're gonna love to have you around, and who knows what else will happen? Maybe some merch, maybe some not. So we'd love to have you around. We'd love for you to meet the rest of everybody else. And if you're not gonna watch, please go find a board game, find some people, play with some people, play with yourself. Just don't play yourself in public, because that's embarrassing.
That's yeah.
And on that note,
And on that note, like, subscribe, go hit up our sponsor links. They're down below, because we have some awesome sponsors that provided us with a lot of our titles and a lot of some of the
Thanks for,
lovely
thanks for them.
gaming accessories that exist. So other than that, from all of us at the Boardroom, welcome to the shenanigans, and go save the dice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cut.
God, I wish someone would have told me not to play with myself in public earlier. That would have saved me so much embarrassment.
That restitution of it pains.
Oh, well,